Hey guys, it's Wednesday, May 13th. There's a loud motorcycle going by my house right now. I hope everyone's butterflies have been, or caterpillars, chrysalises have been transferred from your cups to your nets. If your caterpillar has not been a chrysalis for at least 3 days, hold off another day or two. We want to make sure that it's fully set and fully secure before we make that move. But if anyone's having any issues, let me know. I had to drop off another chrysalis for a friend who lost their poor caterpillar, but you know what happens. So let me know how yours is going. As the chrysalis gets darker and you start to see some of the patterns on what will be the butterfly's wings, that means it's getting very close to coming out of its chrysalis. So very exciting to see. I can't wait to hear how everything is going, how your butterflies do when they come out of their chrysalis. And y'all are going to have to send videos, pictures, whatever you're doing to let me know how things are going, okay? Start collecting your books that you borrowed from me, the classroom library books that you borrowed from me. Get those together if you have any of those. I think most everybody has some books from me. Start getting those together because I'm going to come at some point and come grab them. I'll give your parents a heads up and let them know when that's happening. Because I've got to start packing up my classroom. I go back to school tomorrow and work in the morning, and I'm going to be getting stuff together for you guys, your artwork, your classwork, everything I have that I've saved from the beginning of the year. I'm going to start getting that together. Start doing that tomorrow. So start getting your stuff for me together. I'll send you a list of all the books that you have that you borrowed from me, and we'll go from there. Okay? All right, let's go on to the next chapter in our book. It is Open Wide. We're on chapter 21, Open Wide. All right. The good news, Jason got to leave school early. The bad news, he had a dentist appointment. I'll never eat candy again, he promised the tooth god as he headed down the stairs. And I'll brush my teeth after every meal, I promise. Even if it's just a snack, I'll bring my toothbrush to school. Just please, please don't let her find any cavities. I've heard that song before, answered a voice inside his head. Every time you go to the dentist, it's the same thing, but then a week later, you're eating candy and forgetting to brush your teeth. This time I really, really mean it, Jason promised. Too late, said the voice. An hour later, Jason was lying on his back in the dentist's chair. Open, said the dentist. His dentist was named Dr. Payne. She had long fingers and even longer fingernails. Jason opened his mouth. He had the second biggest mouth in his class. Wider, said Dr. Payne. Jason stretched his mouth until his cheeks hurt. That's good, said Dr. Payne. Now just a little bit wider. The veins in Jason's neck bulged out as he stretched his mouth even wider. His eyes watered. His throat was dry. Okay, just hold it like that, said Dr. Payne. She turned on the sucking machine and put a tube in Jason's mouth. The machine made a gagging noise as it sucked out his last drop of moisture. As Dr. Payne poked around at his teeth, she said, tisk, tisk, and oh my, several times. So how do you like school? She asked. Ah, said Jason. What grade are you in? Ah, said Jason. Well, just remember, said Dr. Payne, it's very important to always listen to your teachers and do whatever they say. She poked a tooth with a long, pointed dentist tool. Ah! Jason screamed in agony. Did that hurt? Asked Dr. Payne. Jason shook his head. If he told her it hurt, she might think it was a cavity. If she couldn't find it herself, he certainly wasn't going to tell her about it. Are you sure? Asked Dr. Payne. She poked the same spot. This time, Jason didn't make a sound. Tears and sweat dripped down his face. The receptionist came into the room. Yes, said Dr. Payne. Jason was glad for the break. Kendall's mother is on the phone, said the receptionist. She refuses to pay her bill. What? Exclaimed Dr. Payne. How dare? She says you pulled the wrong tooth. Give me the phone, shouted Dr. Payne. The receptionist handed it to her. This is Dr. Payne. What do you mean you're not paying your bill? Well, then just bring Kendall back in here and I'll pull that one too. I'll pull them all. But you still have to pay me. You're a lawyer? I don't care what your lawyer said. You can tell your lawyer to rub a monkey's tummy. You heard me. Rub a monkey's tummy with your head. She slammed down the phone. Jason looked at the diploma hanging on the wall. Before his dentist got married, her name was Jane Smith. His big mouth opened wider. Do we know who Jane Smith is? Jane Payne? Jane Smith? Maybe we do. Maybe we'll find out. Ah! Here we go. Okay, so the next chapter we're going to learn about Jane Smith. Maybe we already know about her, but this will give us a refresher. So tomorrow's chapter, chapter 22, is Jane Smith. I hate when the chapters end and I don't know what it's talking about. Usually I do. This one I didn't. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with some more information and some more reading. Feel free to send me videos, pictures, whatever you guys are doing to stay busy now that school is out. I'll talk to you later and see ya.